but do so now.
Now, I've heard you talk about the inner world or the inner earth. Once we go to the fifth dimension, will we have access to these different parts of the earth, like the inner earth, that we can't access now?
Well, now that gets into it. I'm telling you, boy, I'm getting asked some questions tonight that are very vexing and yet very satisfying, because it means that people are now beginning to accept some realities that they say were surreal. They used to say those were fairy tales. I believe in inner earth. I believe in the cities of gold, the 7 cities. I believe in Telonia. I believe in Ultimate Tool. I believe in all of those things. I believe that there is a fraction of creatures and people that have always watched the surface people. Some are good, some are bad. And I think we're being watched now. So that's another thing. If you can keep your vibes high, somebody that is good may be able to help you. But if you keep your vibes low, not even a spaceship can help you, because your vibrations are too low, they'd rip you apart. The things that we hear about are the things we would know to be a truth if you ascend. But the violation of those laws that let you become truthful will violate you from the very friends that could help you. You got to raise your vibes to qualify. You can't stay down in the gutter and go with the snails and the snakes and the evils and expect to be somebody to reach down to the muck and mire and the bull and help you out. You got to go where it is, and then hopefully they'll help you. That reads as ascendancy of the mind, because you are what you eat, drink, and think.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go get back to the phone line. See, we only got 10 minutes left, so let's see if we could get 1 or 2 more callers in. Let's try this 347 area code. Let's see who this is. 595. Who's calling?
Yeah, me, the Shiba Inu again. Red Pill, what's up? I didn't know you was on, man. At the end of the show, please tell them where to get your shirts, because it's on fire. I don't want to just give out your numbers like that. Your shirts is good. Let them get that information at the end of the show. Rich, thank you for these 3 days, what you've been putting on. Delbert Blaire, my question real quick. Speeding up the recorders, remember things. Could you please touch on that real quick? And one more thing, get good water and put some crystals in it that attract money. That also attract money. I'm just talking about what I know works for me. All right, thank you.
Brother Joel.
Yes.
I think you were breaking up when you asked the question. What was your first question you asked Delbert Blaire?
Oh, with the recorder. When you put on the tape recorder 7 times fast so you can remember things that you need to remember. And the next one is what I was saying is get some of that Kangen water, no crystals that bring the energy of money, and put a magnet in. And could you also tell them which is the highest magnet that's on your website that they could get? Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, well, we have all kind of Gauss. The strongest Gauss we have is 5,000 Gauss iron, which 5,000 Gauss neodymium is one thing. 5,000 Gauss iron, you can't get much higher than that. See, that's another thing. People get confused with the Gauss, not understanding it. But if you get iron that weighs 5 and 6 pounds, and we do, and you get that 5,000 Gauss, you got a powerful magnet. That'll do a lot. That can be a weapon, in fact, where you got something like that. But at any rate, we have that. It's the most powerful magnet we have. But we have a flex magnet. So you have back pain or you have foot pain or things like this. You can slide that into a lot of people have back problems. Again, you can put a belt on, like a sauna belt, or you can get a magnetic belt, or you can get a wrap and slide a flex magnet into it. We have, 40 different kind of magnetic devices. You can sleep on them. We have a bed, that magnetic mattress for any size bed you have, standard or deluxe. We've got magnets that say they can fit around the penis, which will help to heal the penis and help the people with prostate trouble. We have magnets that can fit around any dislocation or break or sprain you have, all kind of magnets. So as I say again, it's the Gauss of the magnet. And by the way, too, many people are getting some of these magnets. I won't mention the company, but they're not really that much cheaper than ours, because I think ours are very fairly priced. But you're getting mixed poles. When you mix a pole and a magnet, you're in deep trouble. So in other words, if all the north poles, and you have to test each magnet in order to do that, if you have all your north poles of magnetic mattress, say, on one side, and all the south on the other, now you got something good. Most of the time you want to use the north. The south causes things to expand, which means if you got cancers and tumors, they might get bigger. So you have to watch what you're doing. But if you get one like ours, you can always use that side that is necessary, which is 99% of the time it's the North Pole, and it will speed up the healing, It will help your pineal gland. It will produce serotonin. It will help you to get rid of pain and things like this, and it will also speed up your vibrations of your blood, especially when mixed with gold. So as I say, we are working in synchronicity with the universal spirit. What we have up there, if used correctly, and if you ask us about it and buy from us, then we can tell you how to do it correctly. Other than that, you take your chances.
What about the question the brother had as far as the tape recorder? You used to deal with that.
That's giving out a lot of information. That's something I said I would never share because it was one of the ways I got through school so fast, but it still works. We're low in vibration, and your right brain might even have increased. It used to be able to go 7 times faster than what we use it. So therefore, when birds sing, people would compose these symphonies and stuff. They used to go out into the forest, and they speed up these tapes that they would make, and pretty soon, instead of the cacophony of the birds, beasts, and stuff out there, it was a symphony being played. But you couldn't hear it because they speak faster, 7 times faster than we do. So it used to be a way I taught people to remember things. It's still, you'd really need a workshop for that because it's kind of hard to explain. But once you can do it, you see the difference. It speeds up your whole learning capacity, and you just begin to get to that moving dynamic that we really are. We're really gods, as I say. We don't really realize our power.
Okay. So you just, as far as like, say if I want the, like the whole hypnosis, does that work with hypnosis as well?
Yeah, I stopped doing hypnosis, though. I was never a licensed hypnotist. I worked on a hypnotherapist, and once he left, I wasn't licensed to do so. It's just that it came very easy for me, and then, as I say, there's some things that happened with it that made me kind of get away from it. It's an excellent tool, especially if you're in pain and you want to access it quickly, but it does have its pitfalls, too. There's only so much you're supposed to do without the person's consent, and I refuse to make any more karma down here. So it can be used for good, yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we got about 7 minutes left. Let's get to some more callers. Caller EDG, it says. Caller, are you there? Ida or EDG, are you there? Okay, I guess not. Caller from a 252 area code.
Yeah, I'm here.
Caller, yeah, how you doing, brother? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I got a question. Peace to everybody. I was just wondering about the Enroll. What's so wrong with having a one world currency if everything is like backed by nothing anyway right now, and also about how to deal with the generations that are under, like the younger generations coming up, letting them come up in consciousness, and the older generation that are stuck in religion. What's the best way to deal with that when they're your family?
Oh, wow. Brother, you're really asking a bunch of powerful questions with 5 minutes left. Jeepers, man. You need to get a consultation. And by the way, too, everybody that's listening there, if you can call me for a consultation, I'd give consultations. I don't time them, but usually it doesn't take over an hour. I give personal consultations at $50. I give phone consultation at $35. And when you start getting into details like that, but still as an overview, since I answered everybody else. The Enroll is no different from the euro. It's just a matter of what currency the one universal, one world order wants. Again, they don't respect any currency. None of it is backed by anything but printed material. But right now, it's $75 less. It's $1 to a euro, okay? So they will introduce the Enroll. If they had uniformed anything, would all be good. Right now, what do they call it, FIDC, or the Deposit Insurance Corporation, there's only, I think it's like I forget, they gave me a figure, $75 billion or something is being printed. Yeah, you got trillions that are old, which means it's all paper currency. It's all worth nothing anyway. And when people lose faith in it or lose faith in the government behind it, then the currency devalues. So it's just a matter of consciousness. Once they can take over the country, they'll introduce anything they want, and as long as they pay you with it or you can buy things with it, people will accept it. But the point is they don't want any balance. They want chaos so they can get out of order. Out of order, there becomes one. They want a universal one-world government, not for anything good, but to turn us over to Dracons. And if you really got into what Dracons can do and what that means, then you'd understand there's a big difference between somebody eating you up and somebody eating up your money.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for the call, brother.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. Caller number 646-727-2039 on the phones with Dr. Delbert Blaire. We're about to wrap it up soon. I'm with my co-host, Brother Red Pill. Red Pill, you have any last comments